Greetings, listeners. I'm your host this evening, Zach Baird, and welcome to this Twisted Gear Studios production. You are about to listen to The Call, our Call of Cthulhu actual playcast GM'd by Derek Snow. The previous report from our investigators. Simon woke up. With the assistance of Father O'Malley, the team learned of what's been happening to Emos. They now plan out where they are each heading to next.
Where we left off is you're all in the mansion on the hill.
Why do you keep saying it like that?
Because it is the mansion on the hill.
I know, we're all gonna die.
There are very few other mansions, and those other mansions are not on this hill.
No.
But we're not in the lab anymore.
You are not in the lab anymore. I'm going to say you're pretty much into the breakfast ballroom. The dining ballroom, whatever way you want to.
Ballroom.
The BBR. The BBR.
Yeah.
Yes, breakfast ballroom. BBR, baby.
Oh, God.
I quit. I'm never doing that again.
Thanks. We appreciate it.
So, oh, Marion.
Vicious. Vicious.
So I'm just going to say you're there because that's near the foyer, the front foyer. As Emos is planning to go back to his apartment to get some film developed and stuff. So I'm just going to jump in with whatever you people want to do. Simon just didn't wait for clothes. And it seemed he knew where he was going as he went straight to the library.
I knew it. He's been here before.
I guess
When has
so.
Simon been here before?
We gotta ask him about the weird basement.
Why do you think he would know anything about the basement?
Why do you think he wouldn't know anything about the basement? He knew exactly what the library is. She don't know nothing about the basement.
Let's handle one thing at a time.
Yeah, I'm just.
While you go to the apartment to get these photos developed and whatever, I might stay here, keep an eye on Simon, since he just woke up and stuff, and I haven't really spent much time here in the house for the past while, so just I don't see. I'm gonna stay here for a little while.
All right. Anybody else need anything to do down in Boston?
Have we done much research on the Silver Twilight Lodge? I know we did a lot of research on the Church of Contemplation.
I think we tried to, but nobody passed their library use.
Yeah.
So
the only what we learned is that it is a gentleman's club owned by Carl Sanford. It's about 35 minutes away.
Yes.
And Walter Corbett is somehow in some capacity involved with it. Beyond that, we weren't able to find anything.
And so is the Church of Contemplation, because the very first place we ever heard reference to it were those cultists who attacked me while we were there.
Exactly. Yeah.
The plot?
It's still the same level of thick.
I might take the opportunity if you could drop me off at either the Hall of Records or the Boston Library, whichever's closer to your apartment, and do some research while you're developing those photos.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna just come along as extra protection.
I love that the alienist is also the muscle.
And I
That'll
think
teach you how to use a handgun.
I'll also go with Marion to the library because I'm two minds will help out with this situation. I don't think you need me there while you develop film, and you seem pretty handy with your own guns, so
It's probably a good point.
yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah,
Well-
this is going to be awesome.
Well, I mean, out of character, your options at the moment are go alone or go alone with the person who may have something infesting her body. Hey!
Yeah, you go with that one. You can go to the library.
I also
public view
feel
of
like
everything.
I'm obligated to help Marion out, considering I put her at the most risk for, I don't know, everything else. I want a trench coat so I can hide my Lee Enfield
Oh my
underneath
god,
it.
you're getting so dark. You're getting so dark.
So I'm gonna find
You
a
get
trench coat.
arrested, I'm
What?
not breaking
Gonna
you
just-
out.
Just go through my house and find a trench
You
coat.
know
really?
there's trench coats in this house.
Probably
There's from previous games, how many times was it, do I own this? Probably.
There's
All of
probably
them.
one hung in the foyer.
So
Just take
I'm gonna
it.
grab
Luck
a
roll.
trench coat.
Luck
I'm gonna
roll.
grab a bag and put ammo in it. And
Luck roll.
Oh, dang it! 45 out of 75.
Yeah, so you find a trench coat in the foyer.
Perfect.
There's like 3 or 4 of them hung up.
Perfect. I choose the nicest one.
Okay.
I'm starting to think that you might just be.
And you're going to load up the pockets with like Lee Enfield.
No, I was gonna get like a satchel or something like that and put the ammo in that and then hide the Lee Enfield.
Oh, it's a hunting rifle.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Yeah, you could put it up along your side.
That's right.
You're bringing that to a library?
Listen,
Thought you would go to the library.
See, I wasn't gonna say anything because
Oh
the last
my
time I
God.
said something, it became a sexist thing. I was gonna let one of the ladies comment on this.
I am not taking any bloody chances after everything that has happened. Don't worry, I can hide it. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
So you think
won't be
taking
able
a
to
gun
sit-
to a library is not going to create a
Who's
bloody
gonna first
chance?
me?
Yeah, you're too scary.
Thank you.
I mean, the cops might.
If anyone sees it, it will create a scene.
They won't see it. Don't worry. It's fine.
You won't be able to sit down.
I'm actually
I
kind of
can
glad I'm
stand.
going by myself.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with this, but apparently I have no choice.
Nope.
I just give her the side eye the whole time.
Yeah, constant just deep harumphs.
Yep.
All right, so why don't you ladies drop me off at my apartment then?
Oh, and you want me? I can take the car.
Well, if the 3 of us are going,
No. Okay. Okay. I guess then I can leave the gun in the car.
then Skeet just drives you guys to the library and drops me off before you get to the library.
Or I just take
Alright.
the car and Ski doesn't come with us.
You want to drive the car?
I have auto.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm actually more worried. Marion, you could drive a car, yeah?
So
I'm worried. I'm not worried about you guys getting to the library. I'm worried about you getting back to the library.
So everybody, I believe, starts off with a 20% in drive auto. It means that everyone, investigator-wise, not everyone in the world, but investigator-wise, everyone has the rudimentary knowledge on how to drive a motor vehicle. So everyone knows how to drive. The drive auto skill is for when you try to do something.
Cool.
Maneuver.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So everyone does know how to drive.
I'm just, being prepared for Marion driving back and picking me up by herself. It's just-
What are you
Doesn't matter. Get in
expecting
the car.
Agatha
It's fine.
to do?
And I'm gonna go.
Agatha, what are you expecting to do?
I'm not expecting anything. I don't know what he's expecting, but we're gonna drop him off.
Well,
you
we
and I
might
are going to
be-
go
show
to the
up.
library.
You might be-
That way I can leave the gun in the car and at
I
least
appreciate
Yeah,
that.
and then it's fine because you know what? The majority of people should have the vehicle instead of one.
And I'm just waiting for Agatha at some point to I'm going to take my socks. I'm going to throw a couple of billiard balls in there.
I agree. The majority of people should have the vehicle. That's why you're going to drop me off.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
do think he's expecting you to get arrested.
That's probably
I never
fair.
said that, but yes.
So, sure, I'm fine with you taking one of my cars.
Perfect. And I'm going to start walking towards and getting the car.
Well,
Well, that's why I assumed the driver was going to be taking us into town, not just
No,
us
she's
taking one of your
staying- she's
cars.
staying
Yes,
with
that's
him.
why I was expecting one of the drivers to take us.
usually
She's not
lately
going
the
with
drivers
us.
have been Skeet.
That's why I assumed Skeet. Are we just taking one of her cars?
You asked, right?
Well, I mean, that way if she gets arrested, I can just say it was stolen.
I like the way you think, and I kind of don't want to leave you now, but, all right.
They're bonding. This is a far way from machete dynamite.
Oh, man, you and I almost killed each
Machete
other.
3,
I would like
dynamite.
to remind you that I spent luck to save, well, it would have also been my life, but all of our lives. Including
Yes, completely
Amos.
altruistically,
Yes,
but also
me,
respect.
but also me.
Respect, Althea.
However, if we do have Skeet, we have a getaway car.
I get it.
From
You're
the
going. I love that.
I'm developing photos.
You're this close to taking a taxi.
All right, fine. I'll take the car.
Okay, so you
Thank
go.
you, Althea.
You go.
tip-
Don't
that.
thank me yet.
Okay.
And I'm gonna leave the foyer and go upstairs to find clothes for Simon.
Okay. So basically, at the moment, Althea is going to be staying in the mansion on the hill to spend some time with Simon, amongst other things, while Marion and Agatha and Amos are going to leave in a Packard Twin 6.
Yep.
Marion and Agatha and Amos are going to be living in the living pretty soon, leaving in the Packard Twin 6. I don't think I say that enough.
No.
You are
just call it the
dropping
car.
Amos off first, and then you are heading to the Hall of Records. Or just
Or is
I
it
think we'll go to the library because we know where the Silver Twilight
Sure.
Lodge is, and we know who reportedly owns it.
Sure.
Which I think is the most information we'll get from the Hall of Records.
and
So
would,
I want to
the
look at like newspapers and
Yeah, I was
things.
gonna say,
Sure.
would the library have newspapers
Yeah.
and stuff like
yeah,
that?
yeah,
So.
yep, makes sense. So that's the way we're going. That's the way we're going. So as Amos, Agatha,
Yep.
and Marion leave the house, as you look down over the steps, you can see Packard Twin 6 just parked in front, and Skeet's out buffing it. Spit shining it, buffing it, got some wax and stuff. And
Hey, Skeet, how's it going?
oh, hey, bud, how you going? Different accent altogether.
This time we got Newfie Skeet.
Yep.
Yeah, you heading off somewhere?
Yeah, we're gonna take the car into town.
I got a weird accent now, I can tell you that, boy. That's a rough one. No, I can drive you if you want.
It's okay. You know, the more people that are here, especially with Simon waking up, is probably good. We can take it.
Oh, Simon woke up.
Yeah.
He did, yeah. He's
Don't remember if I was there for that or not. Mustn't have been.
It's funny.
Maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. I don't know.
Skeets, before we head out, the gentleman who was with us earlier, Father O'Malley, he said you looked like someone he used to know. Does the name Carl Sanford sound familiar to you at all?
No.
Maybe you have
Should
another.
it?
Maybe
Should
you
it?
have another relative in the city.
Oh, I'm sure there's tons of us around, boy. Tons of us around. Oh, yes. We're everywhere. We're everywhere.
That sounds very sinister.
What?
What?
What's sinister mean?
I was gonna ask.
Oh, I don't.
It's
I don't
like
know. I just
emblazoned.
mean that I got family everywhere. I think anyway.
Well,
Yeah. I mean it could be somebody. Really. It could just look like me. I don't know.
true. I'm just curious. Maybe
I mean that poor handsome devil. Am I right? Am I right?
you said it. Well, thank you. And,
No,
then
thank
I get in
you.
the car.
All right, and I'm gonna get into the driver's seat.
He's still sort of talking,
Yeah.
but you all just pile into the car.
Yep.
And as you drive
Accurate.
away, he's still sort of talking. And as Marion, you look back, you realize that around 30 seconds after you leave, he sort of looks up, looks around, and you just see him shake his head and just walk around to his treehouse.
Oh my God.
Right? Okay.
Lord, give me strength.
So it's around 25, 30 minutes to
Oh my God.
Amos's apartment.
Okay.
Fair enough. Drive is pretty uneventful. I mean, there's no like random encounter time. No, it's
That's
just
right.
you're driving.
Set a
It-
time frame. Do we set a time frame when we pick you up? A couple hours?
Oh yeah. Probably
Sorry,
takes
no cell
probably
phones.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's probably like a library check, photography check. It's just 2-3 hours to.
Yeah,
Do
it's
everything.
a 4-hour block.
Yeah. Okay. So, you guys just do a couple hours of research. The library should take me about 4 hours to process everything, and then I should be pick
Probably that would be good enough
Sounds
time
good.
for
Yeah,
us. Yeah.
enough time.
Are you going to meet us on the street, or do we need to get you from your apartment? Probably have
Up.
to get you from your apartment.
Actually, right on the corner where I live, there's a newsstand, Bob's. You can't miss it. It's blue tarp, yellow words.
Okay.
I'll be there. You drop me off there at Bob's, and you can pick me up there at Bob's.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Fine.
That's awesome. Drop me off at Bob's, pick me up at Bob's. Hey.
Meaningful
Bob's.
locations. Bob's newsstand.
Oh,
It's in my character sheet.
Wonder what accent he'll have. So you head, takes around 25, 30 minutes,
Of course.
just like I said it would.
Jesus.
You pull up to, it's like a big, it's like a big apartment building,
Yep.
is what it is. Pretty, for the time period, it's been around a while.
It's an older building.
It's an older building.
Okay.
Looks more like they don't really look like apartment buildings that you'd think of today. It's more just a big cube and some walls are missing and stuff like that. Anyone ever see Gangs in New York?
yeah.
Yeah, that's that style. They, you know what I mean. They've just been built up from that type of location.
All right.
It's nice enough.
box.
It's nice enough at the time. I mean,
You can see why I was all for staying at the mansion.
And as you pull up, you can see Bob's newsstand in yellow. Bob in yellow. Bob in yellow. Jeez.
Can't make this shit up.
And you see, as you pull up, Amos, you know Bob, but for Marion and Agatha, fairly older gentleman, around 60, bald Bob, with a little bit of tufts of hair on the side, and he just, just people coming up buying newspapers and heroin and stuff like that. Well, whatever they sell on the street corner in
He has
these
such
days.
a high opinion of the 20s.
Oh, yeah, back when it's like, oh, you have an ache. Here, try some heroin. I don't know, snort some cocaine. I don't know what to tell you.
Laced with cocaine and morphine. Like,
Hey,
I
but
love
you know
it.
what? Oh, no, I'm not going to say that. So Amos, you can hop on it.
All right. Meet you in 4 hours?
Yeah, sounds
right.
good.
And,
Sounds good.
Car.
I'm not driving.
That's right.
Car drives off. But you see Bob, Amos, as you're walking over to the apartment, sort of like wave at you. Like, smile you over.
Bob! I'm so excited to hear this accent.
It's not going to be an accent. He's just
Just gonna sound like Skeet.
no,
Bob! Hey, how's it going? It's been a little while.
yeah, where'd you get yourself off to?
I got myself a job. And
What? This. Come on, man.
What
Job. I thought you were.
No.
I thought you were a dick.
Yeah, exactly. That's I'm doing that right now. I'm on a case right now.
Oh.
Took me out of town for a few weeks.
Oh, okay.
I'm still technically kind of on that case, actually. So
Oh,
as we're
difficult
over
one.
this exchange, I'm handing the money and buying some. I'm stocking up on my cigarettes.
Yeah, you're backy
Yeah.
because you're gonna roll them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Over the course of this conversation, that whole thing will happen right now. Well, it's all going down.
Yep. Sounds
Yeah.
good. Sounds good. No,
Nothing new around here?
No, not really. Not really. Your friend Bill has been around the last couple of days, though.
Like here specifically? Like up in the place?
Yeah. I seen him come in and out of the building a couple of times. I'm not sure. I just thought I'd mention it to you.
Are you saying anything as to why?
No, he's never. He normally, when he drops by this area, he'll come over to the newsstand. He'll have a chat. This is bad accent because it's not an accent.
Yeah,
No, but no, he just
You know what I'm saying? Nothing, eh?
yeah.
And I'll ask him about time frame of how long it's been since he's been coming by. But whatever his answer is, just asking you as the GM, does that time frame coincide with when I've started going and asking him about the Church of Contemplation?
Only in the last couple of days.
Weird.
Yeah, no, I just figured I'd mention it.
Just him, eh?
Yeah, just him. Was walking with a bit of a limp.
Bit of a limp.
Yeah, it seemed to be favoring his left leg. I don't know why. Ominous Bob.
So while I continue talking with Bob, I'm going to do a spot hidden on the street to see if I notice any cars that are out of place, or if maybe there are some undercover cops watching.
Oh, fair enough.
Not that I can think of any reason why they would be, but I mean, 22 out of 59.
So it's a hard success.
Yes.
Okay, so with a hard success, you don't really notice, like there's a lot of vehicles around this, well not a lot of vehicles, but there's enough vehicles around this region.
Yeah.
It's a fairly busy street. I mean, you can't afford to be in a quiet neighborhood.
No, of course not. No.
But what you do notice
Oh, God.
with a hard success, and it is a good time to make this check, just in your field of vision, parked a fair distance away, and the reason it sticks out to you is it's a white Studebaker. Oh. And it looks like it has tinted windows. I don't know if tint existed then, but hey, magic! I'm rewriting history here. Oh, sorry, that's Bob. I'm rewriting history there. No, anyway, you see a white Studebaker. You do. You do. Just in your field of vision. So it's not like parked in front of the building or anything. It's clear distance
Down the street.
Down the street. Bet you wish you brought your muscle.
Yeah, we should have brought something, yeah.
Yeah.
If only you had a device that would sit in your pocket you could use to contact people.
Yeah, man.
You're talking crate.
No one's been coming around asking about me.
Oh, no, not really, no.
No, really hard to look at people coming by.
There's just lots of hard to look at people coming by.
I mean,
They all can't be as pretty as me, huh?
fair.
He's not pretty.
I mean, standouts.
No, not really. I mean, the only person I've noticed is Bill.
Payphones don't exist at this time period, do they?
They actually did, but there were more for cops. There was cop booths.
Mm-hmm. Is there a cop booth
Police booths?
nearby?
Is there
Yeah.
luck roll? You're not in a good region.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, you think that's where they would
Yeah,
exist?
40 out of 50.
40 out of 50. Yes. There is
Oh,
a
God.
police booth
Yeah.
down, and it's on the opposite side of the road of the White Studebaker.
Yeah, of course it is.
Making the luck roll I gave you, but not the easy way.
Yeah, no, I get it. God, and they just left.
Yep.
There's probably more than one way into my building.
Oh yeah, there's multiple ways.
Fire
It's
escape.
not-
In
yeah,
and of
there are
itself.
fire escapes. Yeah, which is a fairly recent addition for these older buildings. Normally, if fire started on the bottom floor, everyone was just screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a fire escape on either side of the building. So there's one closer to you around the back alley, and you can go up and you can hit almost every floor. And there's 5 floors to your building.
So there's 2 fire escapes.
Yeah.
How many main on the ground entrances?
There is 2 back entrances and 1 main front entrance. Yeah, it opens
Yeah.
up into
And so the White Studebaker is in line is
in the front down the road.
in the front. Well, Bill, hope you're having, or Bob, hope you're having a good day. I'll come by and see you in a little bit. Probably get a couple more of these. Couple more cigarettes before we go.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, see you later.
Yeah, see you later.
I also pass him a couple bucks, and I'm also going to grab a newspaper as well. And then
Sure.
I'm going to walk away from my building
Sure.
and away from the Studebaker. My plan is to go down the street a little bit, see if the White Studebaker follows me, and I mean, I guess I'll evaluate from there. Does it follow me?
No. You let's say you walk for like maybe 5 minutes in the opposite way. It didn't appear to be running when you saw it either, but it doesn't move.
Okay. And I'll double back, and I'm actually going to reach one of the back doors of my apartment. See what I
Sure.
see.
Yeah, you come around from the opposite street.
Yeah.
And go to the back door to your apartment. Not a problem. Okay, so you enter in that way and head on upstairs. You are on the... What floor do you live on? Not ground floor. But what?
3rd floor.
Is exactly what I was thinking.
Okay. I was,
I was
in that
thinking
case, it's the
3rd floor. Oh,
Alright.
man, that's awesome.
That's
Serendipitous.
Yes.
Sure, that's what it is. Okay.
And you're going to head on up to the 3rd floor?
About how many apartments are there per floor?
Ooh, 20? It's everyone's like
it's one of those
rammed
big things,
together,
eh?
right?
And it's not very. I don't see a lot of people in this building.
There is a lot of people milling around. There's a lot of people always in the building. It is a poor part of town.
Right.
People generally don't mess with you as much as other people here because they know that your connection to the police force, and they
Right.
know that it's just knowledge that you're a private detective. So the seedier sorts of people sort of steer clear of
My
you.
credit rating is entirely in social, not in money at all.
Well, you're not dirt poor. It's just
Yeah. I will.
your home is your work.
Yeah, I'll head up the stairs. I'm gonna kind of keep my hand on my gun, but keep it holstered because I'm in public.
Okay, so at this point, as you start walking up the stairs, hand in your
under my
gun.
arm, sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm going to move on to
Yeah.
Althea.
Oh God.
Okay, Althea.
Yes.
So basically, because also this time you went and dropped him up, then it's 25-30 minutes to get to the Hall of Records.
Yep.
Yep.
Right?
Library.
Library. which is really close to the Hall of Records, actually.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I remember that. The last time we just crossed the street.
Yes, yes. See? Only took 25, 30 minutes. Anyway,
God.
Althea, as you go, where would you like to collect clothes? I mean, there's a lot of different clothes here, but your grandfather's clothes, your closet. There's a lot of, almost anything. Your family is so rich. There's almost anything stuffed away.
Yeah, just from somewhere.
Down in the catacombs, whatever.
Yeah. I'll go to the catacombs and get some clothes.
Yeah.
Creepy.
No. So you go and you collect some of your father's clothes, say?
Yeah.
And bring it to the library, and I'm assuming that's what you wanted to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'll do.
So as you enter into the library, you can see Simon. You see Simon, and he has one of the large tables, because there's shelves and like bookcases on bookcases with those stairs you can
The Beauty
move.
and the Beast library.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
the Beauty and the Beast library.
Must
But
be
there's
nice.
large tables in here as well. But one of the large tables he has cleared off.
Mm-hmm.
And he seems to have, you're not sure where he got it, but there's he has like a small pail of white paint.
Mm-hmm.
And he seems to be painting something on the table. So as you walk in holding clothes for him, he sort of looks over at you in his skivvies, in his underwear, as he's painting some kind of symbols and stuff on the table. And he looks over and he's like, "Oh, hey."
What?
Why do so many people take liberties with my home?
Oh, it's fine. It's that paint will come clean off. It's just I need to do this. It helps me focus.
What exactly are you doing? And I'll walk towards the table.
Well, so what I'm going to do is, oh God, how do I explain this? So I'm just painting this circle here and putting some, little symbols and stuff in it so I can feel all occulty, you know what I mean? So then I'm going to sit in it and I'm going to think about Alistair and I'm going to get a general idea of where he is. Yeah, that's what's happening. Is those clothes for me?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So,
I love it.
Yeah, he seems pretty. Well, he's had a trying ordeal.
You're thinking of Alistair.
Simon was actually really quiet last time we saw him, so he
yes, but he
could've-
was carrying 50% more burden than he is now.
That's true.
Okay, so,
As he starts putting on the pants.
yeah. That's good. So, you, when you're done your
Use your words.
table thing,
He's-
I'm assuming you'll be looking through the books and stuff here.
I'm gonna poke around, of course, see what kind of stuff he has tucked away, or was tucked away.
Right.
Oh, this is one of the finest libraries in all of Boston. Come on.
Well, I can't dispute that, but you see, the thing is that I never ever actually met my grandfather. I don't know anything about him. My father never spoke about him, and you are talking about him like you did?
Yeah. Yeah, so when I came over to America, he was sort of like a patron who helped me get through some stuff, yeah. Get me, cemented. Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, well, I don't really want to get into it, but I'm just a little bit older than I look. But
That's
compared to everything else you've seen, I don't think we really need to get into it.
No, that's quite all right. I don't really feel the need at the moment to talk to you. I have something else I need to do.
What do you need to do?
Just something else. I will, however, please bear in mind the next time you are having a conversation with people who have not been exposed to quite as many things as you,
Yes.
that the things that you say are going to have an effect, especially when you're talking about someone's family.
Oh, that would have been better privately.
No, just tact.
Oh, yeah. See, that's what Alistair's for. He's just like he goes into a room and he just owns the room. He's the talker. He's the face. We suit each other quite well in that regard. I do apologize. I do. It's just I will do my best to keep it in mind going forward.
That's fine. I don't dislike finding out information about my family, particularly things that are
He was a good man.
different. Anyway,
You should be proud. He was a good man.
please enjoy my library,
Oh, I will.
and I'll be back eventually. I just have some
I hope so.
things I
Don't want to disappear into the bowels of the earth or
I
anything.
need to do. I'll be back later.
Okay, and he just turns around. Now, he only put the pants on.
Yeah, that's fine.
And as you're walking out, he's sort of like whistling to himself. And he's just painting. Looks like he's just...
What a guy.
He hasn't been that unburdened in years.
Yeah, oh yes, 100%. Althea, where would you like to head after that?
I'm gonna go back to my father's study.
No.
And I'm going to take out the blueprints for the house.
Yes, the book with the different
The
layouts.
book with the different layouts.
Yes.
And I'm going to take that out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to spend maybe an hour ransacking the rest of the study to see if there's anything else poked away that I have found, like pulling apart the desk, moving paintings, and, just kind of stripping apart the study.
Oh, dear.
And depending on what I find, if I don't find anything, I want to take the book of blueprints and I want to start wandering around my house with them.
Okay, so it'll take more than an hour to
That's fine.
strip apart.
All right, that's fine.
So that's what you're going to be doing.
Yes.
I'm not going to require spot hidden roll. You're just methodically looking.
Well, I'm basically just the place is normally very well kept. I don't care if it's well kept right now. I just want to kind of open up any space or look anywhere that could have a space in it.
100%.
Yeah.
Complete ransack.
Yeah.
Just...
Yeah, basically.
Okay. And at this point, I am going to go to Marion and Agatha.
Okay.
Timelines aren't going to match up properly, but I want to give everyone a chance to do something. So Marion and Agatha, driving for another, just numbers off the top of my head, 25 to 30 minutes.
Oh, my God.
Just numbers off the top of my head.
Yes, off the top of your head.
Just off the top of my head, that's what
Don't know
I
where they
figured.
came from. That's it.
Yeah. And you head to the library.
Alright.
Yeah, you pull up in front. It's fairly busy. Busy enough. There's it's a popular area in town, right? Libraries. Come on. Essential, I would say, essential components of towns and cities.
Even
Normally
this
I would
day.
try to sound smart snarky, but yes.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm gonna make sure that any, like my Lee Enfield and everything is covered in the back of the seat, like by blanket, but if I need it, I'd be able to pull it. And then we're gonna leave the vehicle, and I'm gonna make sure the vehicle's locked before we leave.
So you're still wearing the trench coat and with your satchel and stuff, but
Because if we do just decide to take something or steal
she's
something.
wearing a trench coat so you can steal from the library.
So she's
Stealing from the library.
You know you're traveling with Marion, right?
What
I didn't
happened?
tell that to her. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
that.
No,
Also,
but if you ever did it and she saw you, just
No,
It's
it's
fine.
fine. It's fine.
I also have my satchel, but it just has notebooks in it.
Yeah, but I have the gall to actually steal something.
Yeah, you should.
You do now.
Did you say the gall?
I did.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
I quit.
But anyway, but I'm making sure the vehicle is locked.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that's fair.
And everything. And we're both going to go to the library, or are we going to do separate? Like go to
I wanted to go to the library. Was there somewhere else you wanted to go?
the Hall of Oh no, we tried the Hall of library. We'll both go to the library.
I feel like most of what we'd find in the Hall of Records we already know.
That's true. That's very
Okay,
true.
fair enough.
Okay, so we're
In
going to
this
go
case.
into the library.
Okay.
Reading Rainbow.
I was thinking about that when I first said about how books are important.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I grew up on Reading Rainbow. I love that show.
It's on YouTube now.
All I can think... Anyway. Sorry, let's move on.
Anyway. So I'm going to be looking for information about the Silver Twilight Lodge. I'm primarily going to be looking at newspapers.
Sure.
To see how it gets referenced recently, if there's stories about events or happenings there.
I'm going to talk to someone at the library and see if they have a whole knowledge of possibly where there would be information on the lodge and also about Carl Sanford.
Okay. Fair enough. I'm going to call for a library use check for both of you. A fail does not mean you get no information.
12 out of 28. Does that mean I get a check mark on that?
Nice.
14 out of 77.
And you get a check mark as well.
That was a hard for me.
Oh, my library use is actually insanely good.
Well, when you created your characters, I did specify that library use is an important skill so it is useful for when you are looking for information that you can find it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. Fair enough. So it's going to be a 4-hour block of time.
Yeah.
So sorry I can't stay with your characters too long, but during
That's
this
okay.
time you're searching through trying to find the information. Clearly you have found something.
I got an extreme.
Yes. We have an extreme success and a
So
hard
excited.
success.
So much to excite.
It's
So
exciting.
much
Libraries are
excite.
exciting.
Oh, Ermagerd.
Oh,
Kurtz.
God.
Kurtz. Special sect people will get that one. So I'm going to go back to Amos.
Oh, God.
As you have your hand on your gun
this
and
is how I
you're
wanted to
walking
die.
up your stairs.
Yep. So I go up to my apartment.
Yeah, so you
keeping,
get up to the third floor.
And I'm scanning every face as I go on by, seeing if there's any suspicious
There's familiar
people.
faces. There's a lot of poor families, lower working class and working class. I mean, this isn't
Yeah.
dirt poor. It's
No,
just
I
for
know.
the time period and
Yeah, makes
it's
sense.
affordable.
Nothing, nobody's standing out.
There are usually some bad sorts in these locations, but since you've moved in, there hasn't been as many. I would assume that, knowing how you've played Amos, that prior to the start of this campaign, he made sure that some of the bad sorts were taken care of by the police.
Yeah, that's a fair assumption.
But
That
still,
makes
there's
sense.
some families and some people, that tip their hat, or
Probably helped some people out in the building.
and there's kids running around and stuff like that. Yeah. So as you get up to your apartment door, the first thing you notice is that the jam is broke.
Yeah, of course it is.
So just on the side, like somebody took a pry bar and
Yeah.
cracked the frame.
Anyone on this floor in this hallway?
There are people in the hallway further down, like a family. Gentleman who tipped his hat, his wife and 5 kids running around. It's the 20s. I was going to say 2 kids, but
No.
5 kids.
Okay.
It looks to be anywhere from 20 to 20. No, I'm just joking.
Oh my God. 20, 25 kids? Okay. And they're the only ones in the hallway?
Yeah, and they're further down, yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll turn my back to them. And that way, so there's no one in front of me. Then I'll draw my weapon, but keeping it in with my chest. And slightly and very quietly push the door open, gun forward.
Yep, so you push the door open. So the way your apartment is laid out is there's a small little hallway.
Yeah.
And to the left is hooks and stuff where you'd hang up your coats. Your coat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one
Your coat. I mean, but
Yeah.
it's pretty standard. There's a calendar hanging on the wall from like 4 years ago.
Yep. That
Right?
sounds about right.
Right, with dates circled of appointments you've missed, perchance. And it just goes down, not too long, maybe 7 or 8 feet, if that. And then it opens up into the eating area. Okay?
Yep.
And then past the eating area, just slightly on a corner, is like a living room. And then there's a door into the bedroom. It's a single bedroom place. Right? And there's a washroom area. They do have plumbing.
Yeah. Yeah. Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
I
So
didn't
it's
think
like
it
a
was in
small
that bad of a
square.
place.
So you got your hallway,
Yeah.
kitchen, living room, bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now, as you look in, you don't see anything. You just see the kitchen, because around the side of the kitchen is where it opens up to the living area. But one thing you do notice is there's a bad smell. And it looks like all of your kitchen drawers are opened. And there's plates smashed on the floor. This place looks like it's been ransacked, at least from this. You think for a second that somebody stole your other coats, and then you remember that you
only have the one.
You only have one coat. Yeah. Back to Althea's, more coats. And there is a smell, bad smell.
I don't remember leaving any food out.
Well, it might have.
Yeah, I might have. Okay. Are the windows in the living area covered, or are they open?
Covered. You don't. The drapes are closed.
Shit.
And so it is. There's a little bit of light coming in.
Yeah.
But the one thing you do know is you generally don't close the drapes.
Nope. So I take the newspaper from the other arm. I haven't unballed it. I've kept it looped up, and I toss it down the hallway.
So you toss it down the hallway.
Yep.
Like I said, it's not too far. It's not a really large place.
Yep.
It goes a little bit past the kitchen to where it turns into the living room area. The living room. You know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it just lands on the ground. Yeah. There's no sounds or nothing changes with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just trying to think what's the smartest but also most characterish action that I can take right now. Has that family gotten any closer, or have they gone farther away?
Oh, they were going further away. He walked by you, tipped
Yeah.
his hat, and they kept going. They didn't look like sinister.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
No. Do I know if I have immediate neighbors?
There are the apartments on the other side of you are kept, and one of them is a family, one of them is just a young couple.
I'm gonna take a step out of the apartment.
Mhm.
Going to sheath the gun. I'm going to knock on the door of the young couple.
Okay, so you knock on the door of the young couple, and there's no answer.
The other door.
No answer.
Okay.
Although, at the family in the apartment to the right of yours, and to the left is the young couple, as you knock on the door and there's no answer, you also get that smell again coming from this apartment, similar to what you smelled when you looked in your apartment.
I try the door.
The door is locked.
I'm going to close my door again. I'm going to go down to
Go back and you notice as you try to pull your door closed where the jambs broke, it just sort of rests there. It
Yeah,
doesn't click.
that's all. That's exactly
Sure.
what I'm trying to do. I'm going to follow go to where I saw the family going. Or were they going into their apartment?
Yes.
Yeah?
Well, actually, no. They were going downstairs. They seemed to be heading out for the day, actually, because they had bags, not bags,
Okay.
but like baskets, like maybe heading to the market.
Am I able to still cast them? Am I ran fast enough?
Oh yeah, they
Okay.
were walking, and I mean, yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry to bother you. It's been a little while since.
And he's just sort of
around.
the father looks back, but you notice immediately, and it's not that it's strange for this, but as he looks back, he sort of steps forward, so his wife and kids sort of keep walking.
That's fine.
She looks back and eyes you a little bit, and he's like, yes, sir. How may I help you?
I was wondering if I can trouble you for a strange favor. You don't happen to have a phone in your apartment, perchance, do you?
No.
No.
We could use. I don't really trust the things. I hear that they take your soul.
Oh.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes. Aren't you that private detective?
Yes, sir. Amos Milton.
I'm Ambrose.
Nice to meet you, Ambrose.
Little Ambrose. No, anyway.
Well, sorry to bother you. I hope you have yourself you and your family have a lovely day.
Yes. I hope. Not too many of us have phones. Yes.
But I have a phone. Do I know if I have a phone?
in my apartment? Do I know if I have
would
a phone?
say you would,
business?
because
Okay.
you would have made sure that you could have had one installed.
Yeah. Is there a front lobby to this place?
Yes, there's like a foyer,
Cool.
you know what?
Foyer.
Yeah, a foyer.
I'm actually going to head down to the foyer.
Sure.
Just for the sake of trying to keep the pace going a little bit. Does the foyer have a phone?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes, there is a phone in the foyer.
I try it, and I try to dial either 911 or Bill, however it would work best.
Yeah, it would go to the operator.
Okay.
How may I place your call?
I was wondering if you could put me through to Detective Bill over at the BPD, please.
Well, hold on. And it's like 4 minutes goes by. This is a lot of. And the voice comes back and says, because normally phones didn't just ring and ring then as well.
Yep.
Voice comes back and says, apparently there is no connection for that call.
Could you just put me through to the BPD then?
Not a problem. And they just
Thank
put
you.
you through. And after a couple of seconds, a voice comes over the line. How may I help you? This is the Boston Police Department.
Hi. I was wondering if I could speak to Detective Bill Tilts, please.
Who is this?
Emos Milton.
Amos, Bill's friend.
Yeah.
Yes, Bill hasn't shown up to work for the last few days. Nobody's been able to track him down.
Really? He's not on vacation? Just hasn't shown up to work?
He just has not showed up to work. We've been trying to track him down and we haven't. Do you know of his whereabouts then?
No.
I guess that's why you're phoning.
Yeah, that would be it. All right. Well, I just wanted to check in, see how he was doing. Couple days, you said, eh?
Yes, at least a couple. My shift only started today, but some of the other lads mentioned.
Now, the days that he mentioned are those within the days that Bill said, or Bob said that Bill was around?
Yeah, well, Bill was around the last few days. And this guy's saying
Shit.
Bill didn't show up to work the last couple of days.
Have a good day, officer.
Mm-hmm.
I hang up and I rush up the stairs. I go back to the phone.
Oh, okay.
I call the operator and I want them to patch me through to the public library.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll just be a second, sir.
Yep.
A couple of minutes goes by. Yes?
Hi there. My name's
Hi.
Amos Milton. I've got a couple of friends who are currently at the library doing some research. I was wondering if you would be able to pass on a message to them or have them come to the phone, whichever's the most convenient.
Oh, whatever you would like. I can get them to come to the phone, although it is generally against policy for patrons of the library to use the phone system. I can pass on a message.
They're very respectful. They wouldn't ever ask to use the phone. I need to get a message to them as soon as conceivably possible.
Sure. Okay. What would? Can you give me a name, a description?
Yes. They'll be together. If you can find Marion Collins. I was gonna say I've never actually called you by your last name. Marion Collins. I give them a physical description of Marion. And yeah, if you she'll be with a friend of hers named Agatha. Either of them, if you can bring either of them to the phone, greatly appreciated.
Sure. So a couple of minutes goes by. So halfway through your research.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Halfway through your research. No, you'll still get information.
Yeah.
Which will, But halfway through your research, and you're in separate areas as well. Wait a minute. You also went to the library, though, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. But you're just looking for different things.
Yes. I was
yeah.
gonna see if
I
I
just
had
mean
it.
you're not sitting.
Yeah.
You're around. But so,
We probably would end up at the same table. Like
Okay, fair enough.
grab a book or a resource,
eventually,
bring it back to the table,
gentleman
we'll go forward.
walks up, and taps Marion on the shoulder.
Yes.
There's a phone call. It's from a gentleman who would like to talk to. I'm assuming you are Marion Collins.
Yes. Is it Detective Amos Milton? Milton, is that what you said? Yeah.
I did say that. I didn't
Yeah.
tell who I was. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Emos Milton. Yes.
Oh dear. I look at Agatha. Are you Agatha? We should get that right away.
So both of us will go and to the phone.
It's up to you guys.
I'll be right back. And
Okay.
Follow the man.
What's the name of the man that we know is in the Studebaker? I just don't.
Heinrich, the crabapple face guy.
I'm sure I have it written here somewhere, but
Chewed up crabapple.
Crabapple dude.
Yeah.
that makes more sense.
As Marion, you go over to the phone, which is out of sight from the table. I want to make that distinction. And I like the smirk from Altheus. Right then. Marion, you go over to the phone, and it's Amos.
Marion?
Amos, what's wrong?
Heinrich is here. Either he has just recently ransacked my apartment, or Bill has. However, I'm willing to
Bill,
believe
your friend Bill?
he's been missing for the past few days from the detachment.
What?
And people have seen him around. I'm about to go into my apartment. I'm
Whoa.
worried that Bill is in there. I might need you both to come and pick me up right away. But if and when you do, the Studebaker is here.
In front of your apartment building?
Yes. There's a couple blocks down.
Okay.
So when you come back, if you come back, you need to be aware. I'm trying to think of a good way to plan this. I may very well not be coming out through the front door.
What's your apartment number in case we arrive?
318.
Okay. So if we'll pull around to the back, and
Yeah.
if we don't see you, we'll head up and meet you.
I suspect that you'll be seeing me.
Okay.
I won't be getting the photos here. I need to see what's inside the apartment. If it's benign, I will meet you near Bob's stand. I somehow don't think that's going to be the case. And I pick is there a park near my place?
Sure.
Kind of a landmark.
Yeah. There's a landmark.
If I don't set off something up in my in the apartment, we should be good to meet by the newsstand and be weary. And I say the street down where I saw it.
We'll go past the newsstand, and then we'll pull around to the back of your apartment. If we don't see you by then,
That works.
okay.
All right.
Well, be safe. And I hang up.
Okay. So I'm going to go away from Amos
Yep.
and Marion at the moment. And I'm going to go to Agatha.
Oh, okay.
As you're sitting there in your trench coat and you're the muscle. I don't want to refer to you as the muscle because your character is quite intelligent and is quite knowledgeable in psychology and psychoanalysis, which is all fine and dandy. But that doesn't.
I lost my sanity.
That
So
doesn't.
I-
You're not that low. As you're poring over some of the information and trying to get some of the information put together,
Okay.
you know what I mean, like writing down copies of stuff and stealing stuff. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, it depends how much of a hurry you're in.
But
Oh no.
you ever get that feeling that you feel like somebody's looking at you, or when somebody is too close?
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes.
Because just as you're getting it, you just get this feeling, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. And all you listeners know exactly what I'm talking about. Right?
Truth.
As you feel something hard push between your shoulder blades.
Of course.
Oh god damn it.
And as you look up over your shoulder, you see a chewed up crabapple faced guy who has like a hood up over.
Right.
And he's looking down at you.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, I think you're gonna come with me, miss.
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Call. Our next episode will air Tuesday, May 5th. In the meantime, Tuesday, April 28th is the next episode of Spacers, our Starfinder actual playcast. The game system used today was the Call of Cthulhu 7th edition by Chaosium. Music, sound effects, and ambient tracks licensed through Triune Films, Video Copilot, and Sirenscape. You can find all Twisted Gear Studios' podcasts on YouTube, Google Play, Apple Music, and Spotify. Please follow and like Twisted Gear Studios on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at The Twisted Gear. Your players this evening were Janessa Coles, Lindsay Delansky, Zach Barrett, and Elizabeth Wells. Your audio operator tonight was John Pickey, and your GM, or Keeper, this evening was Derek Snow. Have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you next time.